everyone, and thank you for joining us today for this conversation about the future of media operations. I'm Mindy Kaplan, and today we're going beyond the typical discussions of AI implementation to explore something much more profound: how AI is fundamentally reshaping the very business of media ops. Today's conversation will explore three critical areas of this transformation. First, we'll explore the reasons why AI's role in media is evolving beyond automation. Second, we'll examine how agentic frameworks that work alongside your team are reshaping media ops and creating competitive advantage that weren't possible before. And finally, we'll paint a vision of a media operations landscape where AI truly is personalized, effective, and centers around ethical advertising. With that, let me introduce our distinguished guest. We have the pleasure of hosting Jay Glavosky, a seasoned commercial and operations leader with over 15 years of experience in driving transformation in media and advertising through data, AI, and automation. Jay was most recently with the New York Times as the Vice President of Revenue Operations and is now the SVP of Analytics at Odyssey. Jay, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mindy. Distinguished guest is maybe a little bit too pollutant for me, but thank you for having me.
So you're very welcome. We are really excited to hear this tribal knowledge of yours. And you've definitely been at the forefront of media ops for a very long time. I know we said over 15 years. What fundamental shifts are you seeing that make AI no longer just a tool for operational efficiency, but something that media organizations should embrace strategically?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. I think AI has an opportunity to unlock a lot of new opportunities for the organization. I think it's imperative to embrace the capabilities and incorporating it into their organizations. I think that there's an opportunity to transform not only the people and how they work, the products and services that you provide, your audience, and then your advertisers, but also the process as well. And I think that AI, like if you think about it from those three lenses, you'll enable your people to focus on more high value work, which will provide strategic value to your organization and clients. AI also gives you the capability of developing new products and services, whether that's improving the user experience through personalization or developing new ad formats or targeting. Both of those will increase your organization's appeal in the ad marketplace. And then lastly, and I think the one that comes to mind most often for people is AI has the opportunity to automate and eliminate repetitive low value tasks, which are time consuming and sometimes non-essential processes. I think this will expedite the workflow and allow you to do more and more valuable work.
And I know you mentioned this in an earlier conversation, but with AI's role in media evolving beyond automation, can you expand on how this is becoming more central to value creation across the media value chain?
Yeah, I think AI will play a pivotal role in providing more value to your organization and to the clients that you service through important outcomes. You're going to enable better decision making internally. You're going to improve the client experience. And those tangible outcomes will be improving your conversion rate or win rate. Renewal rates will improve or increase as well. And ultimately, the thing that matters most is you improve the performance of your clients' campaigns. That ultimately is where it's so important, where you establish that relationship. I also think that AI and infusing it into your organization, whether that just be initial testing or really deeply adopting it and putting it through the entire workflow, that it's really important to partner that with your talented team members. I don't believe this is a complete replacement of individuals or roles or responsibilities, but AI is meant to be an accelerator for your business and the people that operate within your business. And so if you partner that AI with those talented individuals, I think you'll get the most value there. And ultimately, I'm going to keep saying it, improving the client experience, which is ultimately matters most when you're in the advertising business, working with agencies and brands.
Mm-hmm. So definitely not replacing people, but more elevating them, as you said so
Yes,
eloquently.
absolutely. Yes.
Okay. And how does the agentic approach transform media ops, particularly around like media planning, ad trafficking, account management, reporting?
Yeah, I think that there is an opportunity throughout the entire workflow. All roles
Hmm.
have an opportunity to be disrupted and improved. Disruption, scary word, but I actually think that is appropriate here and an opportunity, a positive opportunity versus a negative. AI agents will be co-pilots throughout the entire workflow. And I can't think of a point in which AI agents aren't additive to your organization or the workflow that the organization operates under, whether that is media planning, ad operations, or even reporting and insights as well.
And what about new strategic capabilities? And when they emerge, when organizations evolve from siloed roles to more interconnected ecosystems?
Yeah, I think first you have to be thoughtful in where you want to first tackle and identify where there's opportunity, and where you want to first jump in and utilize agentic AI will ultimately be an opportunity to then redeploy the time and the individuals towards more high value work. And so, what I would recommend is looking very deeply at every step of your workflow, the roles and responsibilities around it, and really identify places that ultimately can be improved, eliminated, to ultimately redeploy them into different areas. And taking it a step further is like there are opportunities to do. To implement and improve from the beginning, right? And whether that is from a simple prompt of building media plans, asking your agent for the appropriate research and insights for a specific brand or category, QA and trafficking, automating reporting that agencies offer in unique templates, or even helping build out post-campaign reports. I think like there's a part of the workflow that can be benefited through agentic AI throughout and allow for more strategic focus in other areas.
And in looking ahead, what AI driven changes in media operations should organizations be preparing for now?
Sorry, I think I lost you there
Okay,
for a second.
I'll ask that same question again. It was very suspenseful though. You went dark. Um,
I thought I saw that. I was a little confused.
building the suspense again. Okay, so in looking ahead, what AI driven changes in media operations should organizations prepare for now?
Yeah, when looking ahead, I think AI will move from just like task automation, where you just have efficiencies by automating things, to really enhancing your decision and the quality of the decisions you're making. So decision enablement. I think that right now we're in a nascent period of time around adoption around AI solutions, and we see them as tools, right? I think that will transform into solutions that will help you make better quality decisions, what will help you prioritize, help you identify what your workload should be, what you should do next, what are the priorities for that day, quarter, and year. And so then I also think that there is an opportunity for us to be, less. It will transform from being modular and role centric to a role that will ultimately be agent to agent collaboration. And so, while those role centric and modular are crucial and needed, and what we need today, but we can't also just do it in silos, and the agents need to collaborate just like we do with our
Mhm.
stakeholders every single day. That will unlock the most value.
Okay. And what would you say are the top three actions that media companies should take today to set themselves up for success in an AI enabled future?
Yeah, the top three actions. The first one's really simple: embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
Accept that this is
Don't
the
fight it.
future. Don't fight it. You will be way behind your competition. You will provide less adequate solutions for your clients. So embrace, accept, and be willing to test. I think it's very interesting that AI is one of the most advanced technologies that have human mankind has ever built, but also one of the most approachable ones. We all can go in and play and test with and improve our output just by using a major, LLM and a AI solution. So you want to embrace it, accept it, and be willing to test it. The second would be identify high friction, repetitive tasks across all of your key roles. That is really important. That's where I think we are all obviously seeing the first steps of improvement and impact. And then the last one is deploy AI in high impact areas. There are lots of representative, under invested areas that have an opportunity to improve substantially and focus on where you're going to redeploy those assets or resources into more high value work and strategic roles.
Got it. It's incredibly helpful, and this has been really insightful. And what I love is this is about augmenting and not replacing. Um, and yeah, any last thoughts or any last suggestions you would give to potential clients or partners?
Yeah, I appreciate being here and giving me the opportunity to talk about this. I'm obviously passionate about it. I think my last thoughts would be like, you got to do it. Get on it. If you're not doing it, you're not investing, you're not experimenting, you're not reading up on it, you are going to be left behind. And there is an opportunity to accelerate your business and improve the day-to-day working lives of your people and offer unique things to your clients. Who doesn't want those three things? So I think that the most important thing here is be curious and go out and start testing and accept that this is the way of the future and there's an opportunity for you to improve your business.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mindy.